Hello, everyone. I want to deviate a little bit from my normal case reviews and that kind of thing to keep on the law subject a little bit, partly out of my love for the University of Miami, where I'm getting my LLM program because there's a real strong connection there. And I want to talk about the Cavinder twins, right? Obviously, the women's basketball teammates and influencers in social media. I want to talk about who they really are, and I think you're going to like it. So stay with me on this. A lot of times you might hear this old phrase, who are you when nobody is watching? That tells you who your real character is. And I've got a story I want to tell you about the Cavinders out of personal experience with my family here recently. And it demonstrates who they really are, and you're going to like it because these ladies are awesome. Spoiler alert. And I just want to talk about that a little bit. It's this kind of a testimony to their leadership, to their roles as mentors, to their examples, to the community, and to other young women. It's really awesome. And I can't say enough about it, but I want to also shout out to their parents. You got to be so proud. Every parent should want to raise kids, and I know they're young women; they're not children anymore. But you've raised great kids, and you got to take credit for that a little bit. And I want to congratulate you. The same thing for the basketball program there, the women's basketball program at Miami, the coaching staff, and your program, and what kind of women and leaders it's producing, like these two young ladies. The story here is a personal one I got to share with you. Everybody knows that I love Miami and my law school program and the School of Architecture down there. My experiences with so many great kids and great professors that I've gotten to know over the past 2.5 years, and I just admire it so much. And I've wanted to share that with my granddaughter, Stella, who's going into high school now. And I've told her about Miami. I said, hey, you really need to go down there with me sometime and experience the university, tour it, and because I think you're a great girl and you would maybe get a lot out of it. My granddaughter is a straight A student. She's a cheerleader. She's an athlete. She's in school plays and drama. She's a wonderful girl, and I think that, I think the best of her. So my wife and I, Gina, took her down to Miami, to Coral Gables, a few weeks ago when I was at the Miami Real Estate Impact Conference. And we stayed at the Lowe's Coral Gables Hotel, which is part of this story. It's a brand new hotel there in Coral Gables. And that was the host site for the conference. Probably 1,000 people there, lawyers and real estate executives and whatnot. So we're there at the conference, staying at the hotel. And my wife and I are talking about the Cavinder twins because we follow them. My wife particularly follows them, especially in lots of things. And we become fans of the University of Miami women's basketball program because of those two women. And we're having dinner out on the patio. And sure enough, it's kind of late. And they walk in. And my wife's like, oh my gosh, we're talking about them. And the two girls are coming in with their parents to have dinner. And it's late at night, it's probably 9 o'clock or whatever. It's after a game, maybe it's 10 even. And they come in, they sit at the table on the other side. There's no contact or whatever. We have dinner. And, the ladies have a wonderful reputation on their social media and they're influencing. And they're always looking their best. Well, after a ball game, they're looking a little tired, a little rough. And that's part of the story here. Because when we left dinner, I went out to take some pictures of the hotel because it's beautiful. Maybe we can post one in here. And we were leaving, and about the same time, I'm walking across the parking lot, and my wife and granddaughter, Stella, are, following me out. And sure enough, the Cavinders and their parents walk out, and they're getting ready to get in their car right at the same time. And again, it's late at night. These girls are tired. They just want to go home, right? My wife, who doesn't know a stranger anywhere, says, hey girls, you're doing some great work. Just a quick comment, and they could have, this is where it really comes out their character. They could have just politely, given the nod or the wave or whatever, but they didn't. There's no cameras, there's no microphone, there's no nothing. They just stopped what they were doing and engaged for a second. And Gina got to tell them, with our granddaughter sitting right there, standing with her, we're here for the conference. My granddaughter's there to tour the campus. And with that, the girls, both of them, just turned all their energy, all their attention on Stella, this young girl going into high school, and they just poured it on with their enthusiasm, their love for the school, their encouragement to her. They were, saying, hey, this is going to be great. You're going to love it. We would encourage you to come to school here. You're going to really enjoy this program and what goes on here. And they just, they took the time to mentor a young girl they didn't know. They'd never seen her before. They didn't have to do any of that. They just really brought out their character and their leadership, which is what is important. And that's what makes their social media influencing so great, is who they really are when you're not looking, is this kind of leadership and friendliness and just, just goodness. So I really got to say, it was late at night. They're dog tired. They're worn out. They just want to go home. But they didn't. They took the extra effort to represent the school and to encourage my granddaughter. I really appreciated that, and really put their attention on my granddaughter. It was awesome. I want to thank you for doing that. I want to thank you for being the kind of leaders that you are. And I want to wish you the best, of course, in the tournament and in your careers going forward. Of course, you're playing at, this is coming up Saturday, is the first weekend of March Madness, and you're playing at my alma mater, Indiana University, at Assembly Halls, where your first game is, 2 o'clock. I hope you bust them up, hit some threes and do your give and go magic. That's awesome. I just really want to encourage you and thank you for all you've done. One more thing here in this video, giving a shout out to our new bumper music at the beginning and the end, Zach Dowzy, Dowd, D-O-W-Z-Y. You can find his original music on Apple and Spotify. Hope you're enjoying the music. We really like it, the upgrade. So everything, so thankful for the Cavinders and for our new music from Zach Dowzy, Dowd. Have a great day.